Brown Bag Pod,
Yeah.
and we're back, and we're doing Brown Pride, and usually we talk about dope things in the community with, like, you know, highlighting some brown excellence. Latinos doing big shit.
Very
and
good looking men.
We were gonna talk about it, but we're like, why don't we just bring these fools in here? So we got Paisa Boys in the building.
By the way, you guys are wondering where Letty's at. She's taking a phone call real quick.
Yeah, she'll be right.
But we have Paisa Boys in the fucking
We have
building.
Javi, we have Joey. Go ahead and introduce yourselves to to the camera so they know which.
Everybody, I'm Joey.
Javi.
Yeah, and they just did some big shit.
Yeah.
I was like super fucking inspired when I seen this shit.
I'd be mad at fools when they do cool shit. I'd be like, fuck.
Big hater energy.
Fucking cool, dog.
Love it. I love it.
Paisa Boys just inked a collab with Nike.
Yes,
Nike.
sir.
Tell us a little bit about that, how that came about, and just like the story behind it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's always been a big dream of us.
Yeah.
To collab with a company or a platform that's that big.
Yeah.
I think it was just organic, putting in 7-8 years now of hard work to eventually get them to notice us and reach out.
Yeah.
Because definitely it's not someone we can just reach out and say, hey,
Not at all.
We have
You
to
can't just send them a DM.
Yeah.
Nah,
Exactly.
and I think that's what's beautiful about it, at least to like me and Vic that are very hip to your guys' brand and how cool you guys are in print. A lot of times there's no face to the brand.
right.
And obviously you guys don't want to make it about you guys. It's about Paisa Boys. It's about what you guys push to the community and the love you guys have of making clothing. But before we get into the Nike, how'd you guys start Paisa Boys? How'd you guys come together? Where are you guys from? All of that.
So I started Paisa Boys back in like 2015 as a gardener. I was just like, I had been gardening pretty much my whole life with my parents. It's my family business.
Yeah.
So, it kind of came about like growing up, you kind of have this dual identity of like going to school Monday through Friday, and Saturday you help your dad out in Beverly Hills. And, these kids are watching the same cartoons you want to be at home watching, but you got to work. So it kind of makes you kind of question where you stand, you know what I mean? And there's a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, like, what the fuck? Like, am I, you know what I mean? Like, and then you get older, and I'm out here like, I like to dress how everyone else dresses. I go out. But you're still working Monday through Friday. I was working 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, gardening, and you get treated differently. When you're in LA and you're a gardener and you got your hat on, your blower, people walk by you and they don't see you. You're just noise in LA.
Yeah, that's a gardening blower, not like a blower.
Yeah.
I know. I think we knew it, man.
Clear that up. Nike, clear that up.
I had to clear it up.
Thank you for that. Like it's that people think of gardeners as like you wake up at 8 a.m. and there's like some loud noise outside. That's us. That's us.
Yeah.
But these people have lives. These people have like complex lives and personalities, and so I was dealing with that. Like people don't even know we exist.
Yeah.
So I started making these graphics, and I just put Paisa Boys on them because I was living this lifestyle while I was busting my ass in the hot LA summers all week, and going out on the weekends, where everyone else was at.
Yeah.
So it was like this weird kind of world. And the homie Kiefer hit me up and was like, yo, we got to get, like, I want one of these on a tee. He's like, I know a guy who has this print shop with no minimums. And it's at this skate shop. So we pull up, and sure enough, it's the man right here. You know what I mean? And
Mr. No Minimum.
you feel me? So the conversation starts flowing, and immediately we speak the same language, bro. Like, he grew up washing cars with his dad. I'm gardening. And he starts like, I show him my very, very whack graphics that I'm just starting out to do on my phone. And this man is just like, let's get it. And he's just cleaning them up, making them crazy.
Yeah.
The skate shop where he's printing at is like, yo, you guys, would you want to drop this here? And I'm just like, I had two paths in life. It was like, be a gardener, or I can just take this shit and like, no more LA summers. I'm just doing this shit. So of course, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And this dude took a couple of my graphics and made them crazy into T-shirts, and we had the first party, fucking blew out the water. It was like crazy.
Wow.
And I had a couple more like collections drop after that, like one more, and it was like, yo, this is kind of like running a clothing business is not easy while you're gardening.
Yeah.
Met up with this one, I was like, you down? Like your graphic design shit is out of this world. Like, if we put it together with this kind of aesthetic that I'm doing and your skills, we can take this shit to the next level. And we've been running with it ever since. Just haven't stopped. 7 years, bro. Like people think we're new. People like, watch out for this new up and coming.
Yeah,
bro, we've been doing this shit for a long time.
years.
But that's how it goes. You know what I mean?
I've been seeing it around for sure for some time. I think the first tee I saw that I was like, whoa, it was a Chalino tee.
That was the one that kind of started everything.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, that's genius. I want one.
I don't know the Chalino one, but my favorite one was the Oxo one.
Okay.
You guys dropped it around.
Oh, XXO, the liquor.
And Letty, if you don't know, we just Joey and Javi. Letty.
I'm gonna slide in here.
Thanks for joining us.
I was on my way to TJ, and the reason I fuck with y'all brand so much, and this is how I remember it so clearly. My dad was homeless and a drug addict in TJ, and TJ also like a 7-Eleven. They're like fucking everywhere. And I'm saying there's everywhere in Mexico, but I've never been everywhere in Mexico. TJ specifically, I've been to a couple, like multiple times, right? Yeah. And at the moment, and one of my boys, I posted an Oxo, like, I like posting cool shit, like, this shit gonna make me look cool on the gram. So I posted like an Oxo with like a super rare bag of chips, like a hot Cheeto bag. And the homie was like, I have a shirt from and I'm like, you have a shirt of a fucking gas station? And then it happened to be your guys' design. And I was like, oh, they make Oxo look cool, dog.
Right.
And then that's how I got put onto your guys' brand.
For me, it was the Illegal Alien.
Oh yeah, that was way back.
Oh,
that was like 2018.
Yeah, and that was Jorge, my husband.
Yeah.
So he wasn't documented.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I saved him.
Kidding.
Look at me for the people. But I think he even went to the store and got it, and it was the black long sleeve with the neon green. And for him, I think he did an interview with it. He's proud of that, and that shirt, that team made him proud. Where people say these derogatory words, but like illegals and aliens and all of that, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna wear it, and I'm a rep for who I am, like and what I do, and that's because of y'all."
That's always been a part of the mission. I think from the beginning was like, because he grew up gardening, so I grew up washing cars with my dad. So we was a lot of frustration in that, because you see how they treat our parents, and you're there, you can't really say anything, you can't speak up because it'll jeopardize their job. So we grow up with all this like frustration and anger, and that's what we put into the brand. We said, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna try to change the narrative and put a message. Because not a lot of people can speak up, but if you wear a shirt like your husband, it's it gives them
kind
that
of like say something now.
When you walk into a room wearing a Paisa Boys shirt, everyone knows exactly what the fuck is on your mind.
Yes,
you know what I mean, and that's kind of like been a mission statement for us from the beginning too. Like that shirt that you just mentioned was like, it was for us like a playful, like a play on words, because like illegal aliens, so we put like this futuristic look on it, which is like, imagine if we were like, aliens or something like that, give it like the sci-fi feel. And kind of we play around with language a lot like that. It's kind of like the Oxo thing was like, if you know, you know. And a lot of our shirts touch on that too. It's like, you don't have to explain it. Like if you get it, there's this like nod, like I see what you did there,
The Oxo one was interesting because we have an office in Mid-City, and we set up a sign outside that said Oxo. Like, we replicated the sign. So people thought it was a real store.
They pulled up. Like,
people would pull
we're the Modelos.
trying to send money. People would pull up trying to send money to Mexico. And we would be like, like, perdón.
No way.
Bro, y'all are better than me. I would have started a wire service.
It got to them. I swear it got to them. They picked it up.
We ended up making a shirt, like an office tee, that we would give to people that would come by, and they'd be like, kind of like, oh, man. And we were like, yo, just take a shirt.
So they didn't leave empty-handed.
Yeah.
Wow,
and so like
genius.
people in the neighborhood just started, you seeing people like older cats, like, mothers, and like they're all walking around with Paisa Boy tees, and it like, you kind of, we're still in that community.
That's how you serve the community.
Exactly.
Wow, that's genius.
So it was dope for sure. It was.
That's fucking funny, dog. I can imagine my mom. And it's funny because your guys' office used to be in Culver City. And my mom works in Santa Monica, like Brentwood. Now she drives, but I could only imagine her like on the 720 or a certain bus and be like, oh shit, I'm mandar dinero por allá. And then she just pulls up and it's Joey and Javi just kicking it.
It's like on computer.
Did you guys ever get like, not like backlash, but did you guys ever get like mixed emotions about like the certain shit you guys would drop because of like what it said? Like example, like an illegal alien one. Like somebody really woke would probably be mad at a certain term.
Nah, I feel like if it's kind of like all pretty lighthearted, you know what I mean? Like, we're not out here trying to like,
offend nobody.
It's like, it's mostly play on words. We never really take anything too crazy or too serious. I remember a funny story, like one of the first shirts, it said like, fuck out of here, which was a phrase we kind of messed with at the very beginning. We don't really use it anymore, but I remember one of my homies went to the Grand Canyon and he couldn't take the tour because they didn't let him on the bus because the shirt said fuck out of here. Yeah, it was funny. So it was like little stuff like that, stories like that. But to me, that's dope. Like, like all these people are just like,
Also in the beginning, I mean, we knew that we were doing something that hadn't really been done.
Yeah.
And so we knew there was going to be a lot of mixed reactions, you know?
Yeah.
Because people didn't get it.
Right.
They were like, what do you mean paisa, you know? Like even I remember my dad wouldn't want to wear it. He thought it was like a little bit of an insult.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Now he rocks it all day.
Yeah.
But that was the mission. We were like, look, not everybody's going to get it, but we have a mission.
Right.
And we're
even flipping that word.
That word,
you're right.
So like before it would be like, yo, you look paisa. Like, yo, change. You look paisa. Now like people walk out with their belts and like, yo, do I look paisa? You know, like it's you're asking a question, but it's a different context to it. Like, do I look paisa or not? Like, do I look paisa enough? You know?
Yeah. And now it's like
how that's changed.
Now it's like almost like a style, like a subgenre.
Oh yeah.
And like I've been to one of your guys' parties, and you just look around and you're just like, oh, this is like a complete showing of what the culture is that you guys have helped curate.
Right.
You know, because people are wearing, like, look at Javi. You guys got to see Javi's shoes right now.
So tight.
They're fucking tight as
They're
fuck.
fucking, is that alligator skin?
It's a little,
See, that's fucking hard.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? But like before, like that used to be some shit that like only my tío fucking
Rogelio
would wear. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like it's fire. Now it's like damn that. But the whole time it's been fire.
It's been fire.
You know what I'm saying? And it's part of our culture. But it was like, oh, that's paisa. That's over there. And then now I love that you guys like just help mix it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So like since the beginning, even before Paisa Boys, like me and my friends would wear like 501s with like cintos, you know?
Yeah.
And everyone would be like, yo, that's kind of weird, but it looks dope.
Yeah.
You know, and taking that and then adding more to it, and now it's the full blown look.
Yeah.
And our parties, like you said, it gets crazy. People like they get their outfits together like days, weeks before.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pulling up in the most paisa shit I can
Right.
find.
Yeah.
They're hitting swap meets. They're going,
Yeah.
you know, I gotta find the most fire blue croc skin boots, like, you know, and we're proud of that. You know, we're really proud of that. That's where we took it. You know, because we were before us, there was nobody.
No.
Dog, like people used to laugh at the name, like they didn't get it, and now it's like
even for Latinos in fashion, I think they always try to group us into you guys are all cholos, right?
Yes.
That was like the go-to.
Yeah.
There was like a whole millions of us that grew up going to Mexico.
Right.
yeah.
Our moms are hella religious and traditional, so
Yeah.
it was like nothing really spoke to
Right.
people like us.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you guys have stuck to being you guys for so long. And I love the fact that you guys make clothes for big boys.
Hey.
I mean, bro, that shit be so lit. Because there's a lot of brands. I'll be like, man, motherfucker, I can't fit this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I suppose I'll be rocking that motherfucker. You know?
We brought some stuff for y'all too.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking lit.
We brought hella stuff.
Girl
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Small?
I mean small.
Size
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
That needs to be the next because I've seen that too.
The Paisa girl.
Paisa girl.
One of my favorite shirts, I actually copped it. Your guys' recent job with the Aztec. It was like a whole tee, the green one.
Yeah.
I get so many compliments. My mom was like, the cool part about what you guys do is that like it's so deep meaning to a lot of people.
Right.
And honestly, to some people, it's just really they like the design, which is okay too. People, you can like something,
It's like music.
and it's like music, and it's like me. Like I love the OXO design. Does OXO mean the world to me? No, but I love the design, right? My mom was giving me like a history lesson on my T-shirt, and I was like, "Fool, I gotta go."
Fire.
I was like, "Fool, I gotta go." And she's like, "Yo, what you're wearing right there." Just understand it's bigger than all of us. And it's like an Aztec warrior, right? It's like an Aztec warrior. And she was giving me like the history about like certain. I'm like, fool, like this is taking too long, mom.
So that T-shirt is like there's a king, an Aztec king, and the same king is also being like arrested by the like colonizers, right? And on the back it says a villain in your land, in his land a ruler, and that was like a speak on like. How many of our dads or older generations of our family came over here, left their family out there with the true like explorer spirit and came to a new country and get over here and get treated like the lesser than, but they're the head of their household back there. They're the king.
They could be a doctor.
So heroic.
Yeah, you're a king to your family, but you came out here and you're getting like, do this, do that. It's like, that's exactly the story we're trying to tell, you know? So like stuff like that, like I'm glad that, you know, like you might, and if you just want to rock it because it's a dope color, that's fine too.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the reason we make the way it is. It's just like music. If you want lyrical or you just like beats, you know, it's like the same thing. We consider a lot of our shirts like that. Like some of them are just playful and fun. Some of them have a little bit of meaning, but it's all there if you look for it. You know?
What does the Jesus holding the mamalona mean? That's like my favorite shit you guys have made.
I think that's just
that was his own truck. That was his
my truck.
Bro, that seems like a fucking fever dream. Like it's just like you just imagine one day like you're on
you woke
Mad
up,
Meds
hey,
and you're
bro.
like Jesus holding mamalona.
Hey, that's the one I
Chewy
worked
and
to.
Mamalona.
Bésame mucho.
I think so.
Did I have that one on?
I think so.
There was a fool that had the same T-shirt as me, and we just looked at each other. Everybody was like, yeah. And then we just pointed at each other. And it's funny because he was doing interviews and I was doing interviews. And everybody was just like,
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like the epitome of Paisa culture, you know?
Yeah.
A guy with a old truck and the truck is on the tailgate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like repackaging something you've seen in the streets of LA and you're just like, that's kind of ridiculous. And then repackaging it and showing you like, yo, respect that man because like he might have 28s on his Navigator, you know what I mean? But like he really loves his car. So like respect it. And it's just like, oh, you know what? You're right. Like, you know? Same thing. Repackaging what you might see as Paisa culture, like decals, Gardner sticker decals is what something like we always like go back and touch on because you see them everywhere in LA and they all have their own little story. It's like you got a tattoo on your car, you know what I mean? Like that's his story. So for sure.
There's a shirt that I bought and it was your collab with Homegrown. On Sunset. It was the Salvadorian Mexican.
We gotta talk about that.
No.
Shout out my Salvi.
No, but that was tight to me because that collaboration. Clearly, we joke around. I'm half of both, and DoKnow has hella Salvi family friends, and Vic's baby mama and his son are Salvadorian.
Yeah.
So just how intertwined we are in LA, and there's a hella disconnect sometimes.
Yeah.
But making that type of a collaboration to me, I'm like, this is a shirt that I could feel like me in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And
it was a newspaper
cool.
article.
Yeah.
You could just wear it to look cool.
Yeah.
But even seeing that collaboration, I think is really dope. Are the guys from Homegrown, they're Salvadorian? Or?
Ricky is,
Oh, okay.
And that's the cool thing about that shirt is it was almost even ahead of its time.
Yeah. I feel like
we want to drop it again.
I feel like we should,
But we're never afraid to touch on shit that even our own followers might like have an issue with.
Got it. Yeah.
But we're always like, you know what, we're gonna challenge the way they think and try to change it. Because I remember we were like, yo, there's probably a bunch of Mexicans that are like, nah.
Paisa Boys is on.
DoKnow.
Fuck the truce. You know? We were just like, the shirt says like truce 20. What year?
I think it was 2016.
2016, Mexico.
Because I think that's when Trump had come into office. So we were like, it was almost like we have a common enemy here. You know what I mean? Like, it was like why is this animosity towards each other?
Yeah.
That's honestly like unexplained, right? Like we don't even know where it's from. It's generational, right? It goes back.
A lot of it is hearsay. Oh, well, when Salvadorans used to pass through Mexico, they got treated bad, and it's like also those aren't probably the same Mexicans that live in America,
right?
You know, and it's just like it's one of those things.
But it was kind of like, what if we completely flipped the script and said, yo, like we should just link up? You know, like it would be crazy.
Important.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing with having like a brand or any platform. You can use it for good, you know?
Yeah.
We can just make clothes or we can actually try to have some positive impact.
Yeah.
No, facts.
That's fucking dope. And the Salvadorian in Mexico.
He's wearing a Salvi hat.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing
I was about to say that hat is dope.
It's a Cola Champan drop.
Shout out to Mac Park.
Yeah, they gave me this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shout out my boys. But yeah, like I fuck with the song. I like seeing Latinos be able to do cool shit like that.
Yeah.
And especially like you guys like and again, sometimes there's not a face to the brand.
Yeah. It's cool we get to see you fools.
And you
super Paisa.
and you fools are usually behind the scenes.
Yeah,
so thank you guys for coming on Brown Bag.
No, for
sure.
Really appreciate the invite.
I have a question. When you're like driving and like when you're seeing gardeners like do their thing, like is that something you still want to give back to in a way, or is that something you still like? Clearly,
I still garden.
Still to this
4
day.
days a week.
Wow.
Did I miss that? I'm sorry if I came.
No.
I still garden 4 days a week.
No way.
I can't leave. Why would I stop 2 money streams?
True.
And not only that, but like clothing is beautiful and we have stories to tell and all that stuff, but like grass is gonna grow forever.
Oh.
There's always gonna be a market for that.
Come on.
Yeah.
Someone's always gonna need their tree trimmed.
Okay, so my dad
might as well be me.
That part. My dad can take like a leaf and smell it and be like, "Oh, that's a lemon tree. That's a this tree."
Damn.
Hey, like, is it like that deep?
No, but I can pretty much point out like any plant or like
Yeah.
and be like, yeah, that's this, that's that.
Wow.
What kind of plant is this? Not
Yeah.
That's
A fake
IKEA.
one.
That's IKEA.
Yeah. That is a home goods plant. That is a home goods plant.
How does it feel to be richer than your clients? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you know what's funny is one of my clients came out the day he follows me on my personal Instagram and he was like, is my gardener signed to Nike? Like what is going on? And I'm like, yo, look, I think I might be the first gardener signed to Nike.
Yes.
Like that's kind of crazy.
All right, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
That's a bar right there.
Crazy.
Okay, so the first time I ever seen like you guys do anything with Nike, it was like a bootleg, unofficial. You guys re-rocked, and put like the pattern of like it's like what, like cinturón.
That was Javi.
Piteado.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
How do you call it?
Piteado.
Piteado. And
Sounds like something different.
so I see that. So I see that, and I'm like, damn, that would be fire, you know? But it's like one of those things of like, Nike would never go for that, you know? But I'm going to enjoy it because customs, like, are cool now. And it's like, it doesn't seem like, have that same stigma like when we were kids and it was like, fool, those are fake, like, you know? And now it's just like, oh, that's a dope custom.
Absolutely.
You know, insert whatever it is. So how does it go from like a custom to like paying homage in a way, or just kind of making Nikes your own way, to actually getting on a Nike's radar and signing with them?
Yeah, I mean, the idea was just to take obviously what's the traditional belt style embroidery, put it on shoes. Actually, I sent them out to Mexico, to the town that specializes in it. There's generations of like parents passing it on to their sons.
What town?
Of Piteando?
I think it's Colotlan.
But they specialize in that.
They specialize. So every stitch on that is done one by hand.
Wow.
So yeah, they basically just put a piece of tape, drew the design, sent it out. They did their thing, sent them back. And it was just an idea that we thought, like, man, I don't know, they're probably not going to understand this. And who would have known, right, that like 6 years later, they're interested in us. You know?
Right.
Wow.
That's crazy. It's a trip.
Yeah.
Who is the Paisa at Nike that reached out? Or like,
There's for sure a bunch of
There's
Paisas.
yeah. Shout out to the Nike Paisas.
I had a bunch of them follow me this week.
He opened the doors for us.
I had a bunch of them follow me.
I had a bunch of people follow me, and it says, you know, Latino name, and it says,
at
I was
Nike.
Like, they're probably so excited that it's finally something that speaks to them. You know?
Yeah.
Damn, that's so fucking dope.
so fun.
And
The collab drops when, or
Well, there's a couple moments this year we're going to be involved with Nike. There's nothing, we
Oh,
can't really
okay,
speak on
okay,
anything
Yeah,
yet.
no,
Yeah.
of course.
No worries.
Damn, that's sick, fool.
Yeah.
Sold out on us. I'm kidding.
No,
You
I
don't wanna
mean,
tell your people no secret.
I mean, I see like kind of the way Nike works. Sometimes they kind of integrate you slowly.
Yeah.
It's like they you know, okay, we're gonna start to do
They're
this
testing the
together, do
waters,
this
seeing
together,
how
and
it
then
go,
you know, who knows where it could end up. Type shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys can't say it, but do each one of you guys have a favorite thing you guys are doing with them? Like, is there something that fucking you're really excited about, or Javi's really excited about, and you're like, I think mine's gonna do.
No nos va a
He's trying to get us to leak
decir.
something.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna do a Nike run club to the border? That would be tight. I would like to join.
That would be
I'd like to
sick.
participate.
Damn, I don't think I could run that long.
You can.
I'll drive there. I'll see you guys on the PCH. Just
Make it a relay race.
yeah,
They're gonna make Nike gardening shoes.
Hey.
a Nike blower.
A Nike blower.
Yeah.
Nike blower.
Oh,
With a
No,
little swoosh.
Huaraches, but actually the real ones. That's what we
Shout
gotta
out
do.
you. Shout out you.
Shout
Come
out.
on, Javi.
Damn, see, my fucking foot is too fat for huaraches.
The Huaraches
We'll make 'em
Mexican
extra
or the
wide.
Huaraches Nike? So I think the Huarache Nikes you could wear.
Okay, then we're good to
They
go.
actually have shoes called Huaraches. You know that, right?
the Harachis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we'll keep you in mind. We'll put a Velcro strap.
It's that. That's it. White foot, please. White foot.
White foot, please. As much extension as we could get.
Crazy.
What else do you guys have? Obviously, the Nike shit is so
Yeah.
huge and amazing. And again, congratulations, you guys fucking deserve it all, fool. Like, you feel like killing them. But is there anything else you guys have coming up other than the Nike shit?
Our summer drops this Thursday.
Let's go.
What is it, April 5th, I believe?
Yeah.
No, 4th.
4th? April 4th, PaisaBoys.com, 12
Today.
o'clock.
Today.
Oh, yeah.
today?
We drop on Thursdays.
No, Thursday.
Thursday.
That's why.
Oh,
We
so-
But the
drop
episode's
on
gonna-
Thursdays.
Sorry, pretend.
So, go to
Oh,
PaisaBoys.com.
okay.
Pretend
Today's today.
Yeah.
Oh, right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Who runs the page? Because I even like the posts and like
The memes and shit?
the carousels.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You find things that it's like, oh, that's just
My
so dope.
algorithm on my personal is like crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even believe the stuff I see.
Right.
But like the whole it's like the whole Minions thing, like we kind of started that. Like I would see Minions, like Latin America is very funny the way, like, we're hilarious because like if we have anything, we have our sense of humor.
Yeah.
So right, we'll make fun of everything and everything, like, right. So yeah, like it used to be my personal Instagram, and it was always the same. It was just like mood board, but it was also like we have to touch on the music,
Right.
the sense of humor, the food. It's all there. Mexicans, we're complex people, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not, people think it's just cowboy hats and mustaches, and I'm just like, we got to change that, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot more to us. Some of us are like punks, some of us are like
Yeah.
tacuaches, some of us
That
are
part.
rock, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're everybody. So that's why the page is also like, it touches on a lot of stuff.
That's so cool.
You know?
Yeah.
We'll give you an exclusive that maybe.
What?
Please, Javi.
We'll give him one thing.
Let's go. His face.
Oh,
Wait.
okay.
There may or may not be a Paisa Boys Minions collab coming soon.
Oh.
Which I mean is like,
Fucking
come
tight.
on,
Dude.
it's like,
You've been building it for so long.
That's so fire.
tight.
But you know what I would love? Maybe a suggestion, and I can make some money off this suggestion. Have you guys ever seen the movie Huevos?
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys just something like me and Angie talk about this movie all the time.
Yeah.
Huevos?
I don't think Letty and Vic haven't seen it.
Yeah.
The movie Huevos
yeah.
explains a lot about how you just said how there's so many different type of Latinos rocker. For example, my mom was a big rocker. My mom loved the Smiths before she knew English, right?
She is a big rocker. She still rocks out.
And like, so that's why
beautiful,
why I fuck with it, because the movie Huevos is like, it's about essentially like chilangos and shit like that, but there's like a cowboy, un fucking cowboy. There's a rockero, a punker, un naco, una nac, like, and that movie reminds me a lot of when you guys post the memes. It's like there's all types of different of us. You know what I'm saying? Like Vic, to me, Letty Vic's like the fashion guy, and it's like, oh my god, he takes pictures very awkwardly.
Yeah,
on
he's very
Easter.
fashion.
And then and then there's like me, I'm like the wild tiger kid, and then Letty's like mom, but also very hip hop. So it's always dope to see and
the variety.
And that's definitely what I get off the memes you guys be posting sometimes. Yeah. Where it's like I can relate to every single different picture.
Exactly. People hit us up and they're like, "This is my favorite page," and I'm like, "Thank you." Like that should, like we spend a lot of time like looking at fucking memes. You know,
it shows like
it's a lot.
I have to have like a 2 gigabyte iPhone. I have like thousands and thousands and thousands of screenshots and pictures, and I'm just like. So yeah, it's dope though. It's dope that you guys kind of like see what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
Which one of you just got married? Did they talk about that?
Yes.
This fool.
No, we know.
We both did.
So before.
That's right.
Oh, you guys both did.
Yeah, this past year.
So when I saw them, because I'm telling you guys, before you guys came on here, I was like, yeah, for the homies. If I didn't know you got married, Joe.
Yeah.
But I don't know how
I just celebrated my first wedding anniversary last week.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mine was more like lowriders. My dad has a bunch of lowriders.
Chicano vibes?
More Chicano vibes.
Yeah.
What part of Mexico are you guys from?
My family's from Mexico City.
Yeah.
Really?
My family's from Jalisco.
Shout out DoKnow.
Oh,
Yeah, facts. Big Chilango.
Okay, I have a question.
So you got married in his state.
I got married in his state.
Yeah.
Well, his wife is actually very close to where my family's from, like the next town over.
What part? My family's from Jalisco.
She's from Jalos.
My family's from El Valle de Guadalupe.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where's
right
your
next
family
to each
from?
other.
From La Capilla de Guadalupe.
It's all right on the same highway.
It's all the same highway, yeah, literally.
I like how me and
Los
Javier.
Altos de Jalisco.
Yeah.
I like how me and Javier from El DF were dark, and then you fools are from Jalisco, and then you fools are just light skinned fools.
With the beards.
Oh my god! Hey, do you know?
Is that a thing? Maybe that's a trait of the area.
No, that is
probably.
It's a conquistador thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
but look, we're getting along. Look at us. Yeah.
Get us all together.
We're not cutting each other's heads off.
Yeah, no one giving in with syphilis.
Hey, you know what's funny that we always make fun of Vic about that. We're like, fool, you're fucking. Because we did a 23andMe. Have you guys done? You guys should do one.
Nah.
We did a
Don't
23andMe.
do it. Don't do it.
You don't do
Don't
it.
do it. Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to try to take the paisa out your name.
Oh, my God.
No, we did it with Vic. And it's funny because Vic.
Go from Paisa to Proud Boys real quick.
fucking Vic's dad was like, his parents are super Paisa. Vic's dad was born in Mexico. And we're like, nah, Vic, you're still not Mexican. He's like, fool, I'm Mexican. But he had like 70-something%
my
European.
Was 73% European ancestry.
That's
and
crazy.
20% indigenous, like 24%.
Did it tell you what part of Europe?
Yeah, it's like on the border of Spain and France.
Oh, damn.
So the homie's fucking white.
So no, I'm not, bro.
I'm not.
But like ever since then, and it was funny because they're like, we should do ancestry. I was like, this was my fear. I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it because I don't know. I don't want to know what I don't want to know.
Crazy the percentages.
And then when it happened, I was like, bro, literally to this day, every time I meet somebody like new or something, I'm just like, oh, have you ever done ancestry? What's your percentage? And they'll be like, oh yeah, I did it. You know, I was like, 40%
yeah, it's
European.
always closer.
I've never met a person that has more European percentage than me to this day.
Yes,
and like, I'm like, damn it.
It might be Joe. His name's Joey.
No, my name's Jose. But I'm like the third one. So like, you say Jose in my house, and like, my grandpa, my dad.
Everybody
so
turns
like,
around.
You're the
like,
third?
yo, Joey.
You're the third?
Yeah.
And then it's funny because Vic's the second. See, ancestry shit.
Yeah.
White people shit.
But Vic eats chile, so that's the good Mexican part. Like,
Yes,
he's really good at
I can eat
eating
more
spicy
chile
shit.
than them.
He gets a pass.
Pause.
He gets a
Well, I was
bad.
about to say.
Yeah.
Boss.
He can take a chile down.
Hey, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Paisa Boys.
Thank you, Joey, Jose.
Thank you guys for real for coming through. We love you guys.
No, appreciate it.
Keep winning, and we're excited to see you guys. I mean, you guys have been growing for like again 8, 9+ years, so we're excited to see your 10th year, 11th,
And I'm waiting for the Paisa Kids line too because these little
Yo,
girls,
that's its own story.
Like,
I've been trying to convince this dude to make kids.
He's been trying to
clothing.
convince, but he got kids and I don't have kids.
Yeah.
It's because we
By the time he has kids,
early.
by the time he has kids, my kids are gonna be teenagers. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
nah, I don't want to
Paisa
drop it.
teens.
Paisa teens?
We learn our identities early, you know.
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
have my them, they love Mario and Luigi right now, so they're rocking. One's wearing Mario, one's wearing Luigi. Imagine if they were wearing like some Latino shit or some Mexican shit to make them feel proud.
We'll make some just for your kids. We'll make some just for your kids because we make them for my daughters.
Oh,
like,
perfect.
My daughters have Paisa Boys, everything.
And it's just for them
hoodies,
to feel who they are.
That's sick.
Yeah, but it's like they're the only kids that have them.
Because he has no minimums.
Yeah, exactly.
I got minimums now.
Oh, okay.
After the Nike deal, I got minimums.
Acting different. Let's go.
Send you guys an invoice for you.
Send it to Vic.
Yeah. No, and shout out to Vic for like we were talking about it, and we do this segment called Brown Pride, and it's literally when we see a Latino doing it, we have to show them love. And he's like, no, we gotta get them in because of their story. Yeah. And so many people's story is at where your beginnings were. They're there right now.
Yeah.
So to be able to see you guys having made it and being able to progress the way you are, and I'm sure there's still a journey to go for you.
Yeah.
But that can help someone with theirs.
Sure.
You
know? I
I
was thinking about that the other day because I grew up in the project, so I didn't move out till like 4 years ago.
Wow.
And I remember thinking like, man, when I was a teen or even a younger kid, I wish I would have been able to see people like you guys or people like us in fashion.
Yeah.
Someone we could look up to and be like, yo, I can be like him.
Yeah.
They're real people. They come from a real place.
Identify with them.
Or there's people who like me, like I partied from like 18 to like 24, and you're like, I'm just gonna be a gardener. Like you can still change. You know what I mean? Like, like if you get an opportunity, take it and like don't stop. And
it's not too late.
You know what I mean? Like look at us now. You know what I mean? So
and also it's still tight to be a gardener because low-key.
No, of course.
I'm
still out here. So if you see me,
because
out here
grass
gardening,
stays growing. Come on.
Yeah. It's not.
Damn,
We don't like that astroturf.
I never thought about it like that.
That's a shirt.
It's kind of like, and that's what's dope about the jobs that us Latinos.
They pick jobs that are never gonna go out.
Because like
they have like steady, you know what I mean? Like they chose the right, business.
People always gonna need. It's
up until last year, my grandma cleaned houses, and it's like she always had work.
I think
people are always gonna be messy.
Yeah,
not want to clean up their own shit.
And it's like plumbers. Like somebody's always gonna clog some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like
let's see AI do that.
Yeah, let's.
Hey, come on, clean my toilet.
Well, man, shout out fucking Javi and Joy for it. You guys are fucking amazing.
Thank you guys.
And the drop is out now.
Right now.
Yeah, drop is out now.
PaisaBoys.com.
PaisaBoys.com.